Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
In previous class, we were discussing about structure of atom. I gave notes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the last point?
It has a side tube is the last point.
What?
It
Yes,
has a side tube.
So you finished discovery of electron and study of cathode rays.
Okay, there. How many points completed?
Sir, the first point, discovery of fundamental particle, 1.1 you completed in that.
Discovery of electron.
Yes.
Can you read full point?
The point is discovery of electrons, study of cathode rays. In that, the last point you have given is it has side tube.
Yes, I will check. Yeah, discovery of electron, study of cathode rays. It has side tube. Okay. First of all, you have to draw the diagram.
Okay, sir. So you'll draw it on the board now?
Yeah, I will draw on board.
Okay, sir.
So here side tube is there. This is here side tube connected to vacuum pump. This is cathode plate. Here this side anode plate. So this induction coil means big battery. Induction coil. This is cathode. This is anode. Negative, here positive.
So
Yes.
the tube which is above, that is side tube, right?
Yeah, this is only side tube connected to vacuum pump.
Okay.
So done.
Okay.
Sir,
Sir,
Yes.
so can you read out what you have written on the board?
That's diagram, right?
Yeah.
Where? Here.
Yeah.
This is induction coil.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Induction coil.
Sir, I can't hear you.
Hello? Is that Aditya? Hello?
I can't hear anything.
It's completed diagram?
No, sir, 2 minutes.
This is induction coil. Don't write this. This is induction coil. Okay, then continuation point, right? So you written last point fitted to a or connected to a side tube. Continuation, which is connected to vacuum pump. Continuation, right? Which is connected to this one, vacuum pump. Then it's that one point completes. Next point. Okay, one more point. It is used to reduce the pressure.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So the previous point I wrote it till fitted with 2 metal electrodes. After that,
After that, just a minute. I will tell you.
It has a side tube.
Okay, it has side tube.
thank you,
It
sir.
has side tube which is connected to vacuum pump. It is used to reduce pressure of gas inside the glass tube. Note down this.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, next point. Look, 2 minutes. I will explain. Listen. Don't listen here. Suppose if we maintain here 1 atmospheric pressure, here I am telling particular gas is maintaining. Suppose this is at 1 atmosphere pressure. Here current not flows. We are apply. It is connected to high voltage. DC is nearly 10,000 volt high voltage. But although current does not flows, if pressure is 1 atmosphere, then pressure is reduced. It is reduced to 0.01 atmosphere. Then starts flowing current. This is vacuum, but sorry, gas. In between gas also electricity passes. Suppose further pressure is decreased, then also electricity flows between the electrodes. So those points you have to write now. Right. See, when the gas pressure inside is 1 atmosphere, when the gas pressure inside is 1 atmosphere, no current flows, no current flows between the electrodes, between the electrodes. This is because gases are poor conductor of electricity. Gases are poor conductors of electricity. That's why. Now that's what pressure we are going to be reduce. If 1 atmospheric pressure, electricity not flows between the electrodes. Okay, next point. When the pressure is reduced about when the pressure reduced about 0.01 atmosphere, the current starts flowing. The current starts flowing and flowing between electrodes. And a colored glow is observed. And a colored glow is observed. The color inside the glass tube depends upon nature of gas.
So done.
Okay.
So done.
Okay, next point. See here, pressure is 0.01 atmosphere. Now further pressure is decreased. Here first 1 atmosphere, no current flows. If pressure is decreased to 0.01, current starts flowing. If pressure is further decreased, current starts flowing, but we don't observe color. In the glass tube, we are observing some glowness. If we use a different gas, it shows different color, light green, light yellow, orange color, reddish brown, different colors are coming. If we use gases inside the glass tube. Suppose pressure further reduced, current starts flowing, but no glow is observed.
Sir, but why?
Because the amount of gas is very, very, very less. Pressure is 0.00001 means the gas inside the glass tube is very less quantity. That's what we can't observe glowness.
Okay, sir.
So it means that there should be right amount.
Hello? Hello? Vaibhavi?
sir.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir. So it means that there should be right amount of gas for observing glow, right?
Yeah. To observe some color, we need to maintain a particular amount of gas.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next point, continuation. So when the pressure is further reduced, when the pressure further reduced to about 0.0001 ATM, simply shortcut, atmosphere. The glow between the electrode disappears. The glow between the electrodes disappears. But the current continues to flow. But the current continues to flow.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Sir, done.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Continuation. Okay, right as one another point, no problem here. This is very important. Here we are giving the definition for cathode rays only based on this point. Okay, suppose if we use perforated anode, see this first point complete in all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't drama, just listen this point. Later I will write here. So here we are taking cathode, right? Here we are taking anode. Suppose anode is perforated anode, means anode having some holes. Like this. This is anode plate. It having some holes. Like this. Now we know some invisible rays are coming from cathode, moving towards anode. And here we are coated with some fluorescence material like ZNS. Whenever this cathode rays pass through the holes of this anode plate and strike this zinc sulfide screen, here produces some faint greenish color. Some color glow we are observing behind the anode. This is anode, right? Perforated anode, not simple anode, perforated anode. Having some holes. Cathode rays are passing through holes of the anode plate and strikes the zinc sulfide screen, here producing some faint greenish color. This observation gives some invisible rays. So here we can't visualize any rays. Some invisible rays which are coming from the cathode plate and passing through the holes of anode and strike the zinc sulfide screen. Those rays only called as cathode rays. Fine. Because it is produced from cathode. That's what we are calling cathode rays. Okay, right about this point. A perforated anode is used. A perforated anode is used a faint greenish glow observed on the glass wall behind the anode. On the glass wall behind the anode. So this shows that some invisible rays are emitted from the cathode which pass through the holes of the anode and strike the glass wall. These rays were called cathode rays. These rays were called cathode rays.
So done.
Done, sir.
Okay. This is only about discovery of cathode rays. Next, what are the properties of cathode rays? In previous class, already we discussed about this cathode rays properties. Just now, once again, I will explain. Listen. Completed, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, when the definition of cathode rays is asked, what are we supposed to write? Like,
Let's
are we supposed to
last
write-
level. about cathode rays. Okay, you need to write this last point. No, last point also not mandatory. From here, if you write what are cathode rays, from here to here it is sufficient. Last 3 lines.
Okay.
Lastly, I will give one definition about cathode rays and electron. Those also you may write. Okay. Just listen once again properties. Later I will give notes. First point is, here I am placing one object. Any object. This object. When cathode rays are allowed to fall on this object, this object gives its shadow. It's forming its shadow. This indicates see, suppose here any object, when light rays are passed, it is forming its image, right? We are calling shadow. Your shadow is forming. This means light rays are traveling in straight line. That's what here shadow is obtained. Sharp shadow is obtained. Same cathode rays also, when allowed to pass on solid material, it forms its sharp shadow. This indicates cathode rays also travels in straight line. Fine. Next point. Here, placing a small wheel with the help of axle. Here, small wheel is placed. Wheel, this is. No. Suppose this is small wheel. When we pass cathode rays, this wheel starts rotation. So this indicates cathode rays are constructed by material particles. Cathode rays are constructed by material particles. See, here suppose you are keeping small wheel. When you pass normal light, this won't start rotation. Any color of light you pass, it won't start rotation. When you beat this with a small pebble or stone, then this starts rotation. And even when a gas is passed on this, or when a strong wind is passed, this wheel starts rotation. But when light is passed, it won't start rotation. This means light not having any strong particle to rotate that wheel. But cathode rays can rotate this wheel. This indicates cathode rays having some particles, very small particle. That's what, when those particles strikes the wings of the wheel, then it starts rotation. Okay, next point. Here where I'm taking some electric field and electric field. Here a positive plate, this is a negative plate. When cathode ray is allowed to pass through this electric field, this is deflected towards anode plate side. This is anode. When cathode rays, suppose there is no electric field. When you allow the cathode rays, it strikes this obstacle here. But when you place here electric field, this cathode rays are moving towards anode plate side, deflected towards anode plate side. This indicates this having positive charge. This cathode rays having some particle. Those particle carries negative charge. That's what those are attracted towards positive plate side. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
If it have negative particle, then only they are attracted by positive plate side. Suppose this having positive particle, which is attracted by this plate.
Negative cathode.
Negative plate side, correct. But it having negative particle, that's what attracted towards positive plate side. These are the major important points about cathode rays. Next, few other properties also there. Listen one by. See, suppose this is a very thin plate. When cathode rays are allowed to fall on this, it can penetrate through thin plate. These are coming outside also. Means these are highly powerful rays. Cathode rays are highly powerful rays. That's what they can penetrate through thin plates. If you want to stop, we must have to use very thick plate. If we use very thick plate, then we can stop these cathode rays. Otherwise, we can't stop. Next, when you pass cathode rays on any metal plate, like suppose very thin plate, if you pass, it causes some heating effect. So this metal plate becomes very hot. That is one property. And next property, suppose here magnetic field is there. This is magnet. Then cathode ray is allowed to fall into this magnetic field. This is deflected towards magnetic field side. So this is means cathode rays are attracted by magnet. This indicates electrons having some magnetic property. That's what they are attracted to magnet. Okay. And when cathode rays are passed through gas, any gaseous substance, suppose hydrogen. Here hydrogen gas is there inside the chamber. Cathode rays are passed. Hydrogen atoms. Those loses electrons. Suppose hydrogen having only one electron. If it loses that one electron, it can form H plus ion. This also, all are forming H plus ions. And suppose if you pass through any other gas, oxygen gas, oxygen also may loses one electron or two electrons it may loses. Right? Finally, it is forming ions. Cathode rays are causing ionization effect. Okay, these are the major important points of cathode rays. Okay. Now I will give notes, right? Right, first point. Subheading first. Properties of cathode rays. First here one point. From various experiment carried out by J.J. Thomson. From various experiment carried out by J.J. Thomson. Visible this one?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes,
J.J.
sir.
Thomson.
Yes, sir.
And others. And others. The cathode ray have been found to possess the following properties. The cathode rays have been found to possess the following properties. Okay, first property. They produce a sharp shadow of the solid object. of the solid object. Placed in their path. Placed in their path. This shows that cathode ray travel in straight line. Straight line. Next one. If a light paddle wheel is placed in their path or mountain on the axle, mounted on an axle, is placed in their path the wheel begins to rotate. This shows that cathode rays are made up of material particles. Are made up of material particles.
So material particles mean strong particles, no?
No, it is nothing but a massive particle. It having some mass. That's what we are calling a material particle. Okay, next point. When an electric field is applied, on the cathode rays, they are deflected towards the positive plate. positive plate of the electric field. So this shows that cathode rays carries negative charge.
So done.
Okay, next one, fourth point. Cathode rays produce heating effect. Cathode rays produce heating effect. See, this means when cathode rays are allowed to fall on metal plate, that metal plate becomes hot, very hot. That's what cathode rays are producing, heating effect. Next point. They cause ionization of the gas. They cause ionization of the gas. Ionization of the gas through which they pass. Through which they pass. Next point. They produce X-rays when they strike. They produce X-rays when they strike against the surface of the hard metals. Surface of the hard metals like molybdenum, tungsten. Tungsten, molybdenum, etc. Next point, they possess penetrating effect. effect. This means cathode rays can pass through thin metal foils. If you use very thin metal plate, it can pass through metal plate, thin metal plates. That's effect we are calling penetrating effect.
Sir,
Yes,
what does the sixth point mean?
they produce X-rays when they strike against the surface of the hard metals like tungsten, and this is molybdenum.
Sir, what is molybdenum used for?
That is one kind of metal, very hard metal. These are more stronger than iron and copper.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, so what does that X-rays mean? The
X-rays.
X-rays which
See, suppose our health is not good now, we are going to hospital, right?
that hospital X-ray.
Yeah, that X-rays only, yes. But X-rays, we have two type of X-rays: hard X-rays, soft X-rays. Soft X-rays are using to find breakage of bone in our bodies, and hard X-rays are using to find cracks in metals. So cracks in our bones finding with soft X-rays, cracks in metals, metal containers, and metal sheets finding with the help of hard X-rays.
Or in hospitals, so these X-rays are, these cathode rays are used to take our X-rays
Yeah.
to see the broken
Yes.
bones.
Yes.
So they produce cathode rays. They like shoot cathode rays at us.
Yes. They are using soft cathode rays. No, that's what they can penetrate through our body. Soft muscles they can penetrate wherever breakage is there. Suppose the bone here, breakage is there. Very small breakage. So cathode rays cannot penetrate here because we are using soft rays, but here penetrate through here. So wherever penetrated, there breakage of bone.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, what if hard?
Hard X-rays if you
for
pass,
bones?
our entire body becomes ash. That much
Sir,
powerful.
it'll make holes in the bones, right?
Yeah, it burns. Hard
Okay,
X-rays
thank
are
you, sir.
very dangerous.
Sir,
Yes,
soft X-rays aren't good either, right?
soft X-rays.
Aren't good.
Soft X-rays good. I'm talking about hard X-rays. Soft X-rays okay. Soft X-rays only using to find any bad symptoms are there in our lungs or any bone breakage are finding with the help of soft X-rays. Hard X-rays are dangerous. They are not good for. Let's suppose if we pass hard X-rays through our body will become burn.
Okay.
It damages our organs. Hard X-rays only passing through metals to find the cracks in metals. It's completed all the points?
Yes,
Seven
sir.
points.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
They
sir.
possess penetrating effect means they can pass through thin metal plates or thin metal foil. Okay. Lastly, one point about definition of electron. See, in these properties, the major important points are this 2 and 3 point. Second point is cathode rays are constructed by a material
particles.
Yeah. And the third point refers.
It is negatively charged.
Very good. They're having negatively charged. Based on these 2 points, electron definition is given. See. Right here, separately noted.
So it's exact definition.
Yeah. Don't write as a point, just one statement like this is definition. The negatively charged material particles the negatively charged material particles constituting the cathode rays are called electrons. This is the electron definition.
So done.
Okay, next. Okay, listen, 2 more points about this. See, further some experiments are carried out to find what is the charge of electron and what is mass of electron. So finally, Mulliken, scientist, he calculated the charge of electron. Charge of electron E is equal to, don't write, later I will give notes, 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. One electron is carrying this amount of charge. And also, this is calculated by Mulliken. Next, J.J. Thomson, he calculated E by M ratio of electron, mass by charge, because mass of electron we can't calculate directly. He calculated only E by M ratio. 1 minute, I will tell you that value. 1.76 in 10 power 8. Okay. E by M ratio is 1.76 into 10 power 18, 8 coulomb per gram.
So what is the?
So what is C?
Yes. Sir.
Coulomb, charge. C means coulombs. These are units of charge, very smallest charge, that is coulombs. E by M ratio of electron is this is 1.76 into 10 power 8 coulombs per gram. Okay, fine. What I'm saying, direct calculation of mass of electron is not possible. That's what he proceed this method. E by M is equal to 1.7 into 10 power 8 coulomb per gram. Now we have E value, E by M value we have. Now we can calculate now what is M. See,
Yes, sir.
M is equal to E by M. E cancel, M is going up, correct? E
I
by
didn't
E by M.
understand.
See, we have charge of electron 1.602 into 10 power minus 19. That is calculated by Mulliken with the help of oil drop experiment. With the help of oil drop experiment, he calculated. So here, J.J. Thomson, he did one experiment. In that experiment, he calculated E by M ratio. Means E means what? Charge of electron.
Charge of electrons.
Charge of electron. M is equal to
Mass.
mass of electron. Okay, he directly calculated E by M ratio. You don't know what is mass of electron. He directly calculated with the experiment E by M value 1.76 into 10 power 8 coulombs per gram. This is also calculated. Then what is mass? We know E value. But what is mass value? See how to get mass value. If I write E by M, this E cancels, correct? And
Yes,
M is
sir.
going up, then it will become M only,
M.
no?
So it's same.
Correct? So we are following that simple calculation, right? E by m, I'm writing E by m, that is equal to charge of electron 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 divided by E by m value is 1.76 into 10 power 8. Move upside. How much its value and tell me?
10 to the power 11 minus 11.
No.
10 to the power minus 27.
1.602 divided by 1.76. Yeah, 10 power minus 19 already there. 10 power 8
Minus
is
8.
coming up now. It will become 10 power minus 8. So 10 power
Minus
19 and
27.
minus 27. 10 power minus 27. Here 1.602 into, sorry, divided by 1.76. It will give 0.91. So I'm writing this in convenient form, in scientific form, 9.1 into 10 power minus 28 grams. This is the mass of electron. Very small.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
It will become 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 26, right?
No. I'm moving digit here, right side. See?
Yes, sir. So, oh yeah, correct.
Minus, it is in minus sign, right? Carefully here.
Negative.
So 9.1 into 10 power minus 28 gram is the mass of electron in grams. Suppose if you want in kilograms, or you write 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilograms. This is the mass of electron. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So here you need to by heart these values. One is mass of electron, you must have to by heart. Sorry, charge of electron. And here E by m ratio and mass. This you must have to by heart because we are using in sums, this constant values. And you also must have to note one point. E by m ratio of electron is independent of the gas. See, in discharge tube experiment, we are using gas inside the discharge tube, right? Inside the discharge tube, we are using gas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here E by m ratio, I written
1.76 into 10 to the
into 10 power 8. That is E by m ratio of electron. So you use any kind of gas, any type of gas you use, any metal plate you use, but its value is constant. It not depends upon nature of gas. That is asking in JEE competitive levels. See, here we are in the experiment, discharge tube experiment. We are taking metal plates, right? Anode and cathode. It won't depend. This value 1.76 into 10 power 8 value, it not depends upon here metal plate, which plate you are using. It won't depend. You use gold plate, platinum plate, silver, iron, gold, any kind of metal use here, this value not changes. This value is constant only. And use any gas, suppose use hydrogen gas, use oxygen gas, or use nitrogen gas, whatever the gas use, but still E by m ratio is constant. It does not changes. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now write few points about this. Okay, almost time 5:16. Okay, guys, next class I will give notes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just wanted to ask, what was the value of mass of electron in kilogram?
Kilogram, this value 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. It is very, very, very small. You know how to write 0.30 zeros here.
30 zeros and
After that writing 91.
91.
Yes, very, very, very small value it is. Okay.
Okay, sir, thank you.
You don't need to write, just if you note down, this is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. Next class I will give you notes. Okay, guys, thank you. Any doubts?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so next class I will give you about these properties. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Sir?